Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. We're going to be taking a look at some of these crystal painted bird effigies. You can see how this is like a swan head right here on the top edge with its beak right there and its eye carved in. You can also see other carvings of round bird heads on the top here. This is a beautiful artifact that has many different pictures of birds and humans. As weird as that sounds, that's what we have going on here. Lots of depictions of birds though on these. Some people say they see buffaloes. Different people see different things sometimes, but these are mostly bird effigies from what we've been able to tell, like cardinals painted on is what I think for that side. You can see how these resemble portraits, and if you zoom, let me go ahead and zoom in here and show you all the crystal and things that are on these. Some of the portraits are very small. Pretty interesting, right? So you can see the petroglyphs and the lines in that adorned, or at least maybe it was an inclusion that was already there. But we'll take a look at some different portraits on this stone here. It has a very defined painted eye on it for perhaps a right side portrait. The colors on this are amazing. There's more than just the eye. The eye could just be a bird head as well. So that's why it doesn't look exactly, this is prehistoric Paleolithic art. Look at the carvings. You'll be able to see some of the swirls, petroglyphs of bird heads perhaps, animals. Just like they carved in the land on the mountains. They did it on mountains. You guys see these yellow. And there's effigy mounds, like them span miles, guys. You guys know about this. I don't know why we don't talk about it more. I think it's really interesting. And I know a lot of other people do, but the problem is we don't have resources to talk about at least this type of art. So here we have a painted piece of quartz. Sorry about the focus, I'll try to keep that from happening. Go ahead and move that so we get a better. So you can see how they have like a mohawk in the hair, which is wisping down. This hasn't been washed very much, but it isn't dirty. This is crystal, hard crystal. You can see how there's a portrait with the nose poking out right there. There are different eyes. You can see the different colors, see the red, of course, down below. It's a beautiful thing. This is really neat stuff. You can see how these are portraits of human beings. See the little lips. Maybe the red is around the lips. Let's keep on flipping this around. I'm going to show you how we can make portraits out of every edge and every corner of this. And even flipping this one different directions. Well, it turns into bird heads as well and full birds. You can see all the faces setting up right here. See all the noses and the eyes setting up. We're not going to be able to make them come all the way out, but at least you'll be able to see the details for the eyes. You'll be able to see all the little stars and spikes. Different distances help, so move your phone back and forth if you can. You see all the little carvings. All right, let's go ahead and keep on spinning around here. We're going to probably focus on the right side profile. Okay, so this one is just a painted face. As we can see, the black carving for the eye right there, and then the nose and the open mouth right there. And you can see his hair kind of ruffled up on top there, maybe white hair. This is an indigenous person sitting right in front of you guys. This is an ancient piece of history. It's all of our history. It's Look at the carvings for the eye. If you really look closely, you can see how there's black splatterings all around the carving for the eye. I don't want to touch it too much. Who the heck knew that this stuff ever existed? In now it's 2023. We're pulling out these statues of humans. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right, geez, 5 minutes on one. Let's go. We got more to go through. Gosh, we got like 5 more. Guys, this may be squirrel head archetype perhaps, but it has a beautiful carving for a blue eye. I'll show you that if I can. I think it's right here. Yep. So this portrait, again, I'll move this back. Fix our focus, zoom in a little bit. You can see the blue eye right there in the middle of the screen. And let's go ahead and get that portrait set up for us a little better. That way you can see the nose sticking out and then the little indentation for the lips. See how the little crack for the lips. Maybe the color is better behind there. Anyway, different ways too. You look down on it and then there's different eyes, so you may be seeing different ones. So he has a giant headdress on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this in different ways. Many times when you have this long thing, you have the woman with the hair coming down. You can see all the carvings and etchings on this, but there is going to be a portrait with a carving for an eye. I don't think that hole is it, but you can actually see it painted in. Oh my gosh. There's different ones too. See the white spot for the pupil of the one on the edge. Quite amazing. These are statues. No one would have ever thought, but this is that same archetype again. Can't believe I'm finding it in crystal like this, but my camera's way too close to the art today. Anyway, okay. I have a lot to go through. I guess we have gone through 2. So now this is our 4th one. Just put down our 3rd. So this is a bird beak, right side profile with a recessed beak, like a duck beak. But look for a left side portrait. Yes, I can see that very well. You can see how the white inclusion covers the whole eye. That's amazing the way they do that. As we tilt it, different features are going to come out. See how it's ahead. And on every edge you can do that. The ones that we just passed by are the ones that, we're just not seeing. Like there's ones on every edge. This looks like the bird again. The crystal bird inlaid right here with the wings and the head right there with the beak. Very cool. Perhaps some red paint still. I think the old recessed face, maybe? Not sure. Okay, last one. This one's kind of a neat little bird head here. And you got this pretty neat crystal. The neighbors had a flat tire and they needed tacos. It was a dilemma. So this one's neat. It's just like the other painted face that we were just looking at. Back here, I believe. Yep, right here. So you can see the similarities of the color. So we're going to go ahead and try to find the portrait on that together. See a chip right here. This is not like damaged. That's probably an eye with the nose and the mouth, but it's a little abstract. You can see the round section here for the hair of the woman with her portrait. That's her chin. So she has a smaller portrait in there. She has very big hair. And so we may be able to see the carvings. The carving could be a lack of the paint. You can see the round. I can see the round right section right there. And the lashes and everything coming out of that section. I'll put it right in the middle of the screen. Do you see the eye? It's right there, guys. Ba-boom. So if you remember where that eye is as you tilt it, in real, like when you have this in your hand, you can see it a lot better. Oh, it fits the hand very well. So I can tap this to keep it focused without making too much noise. I notice sometimes in my videos I'm just like tap, tap, tap. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to be aware of that stuff. Anyway, there's a whole lot more on this stone. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.